Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Simon, and I do have a hobby. And my hobby is that I'm a rail enthusiast. Basically, I'm a trade spotter. And I also enjoy travelling to different places by train. I am not on YouTube to make myself famous. I do these shows for basically fun. And if my journey is going to plan or not, guess we're going to have to watch this show to find out. Welcome to Simon Trains Railway Journeys. Good afternoon. Well, wherever you watch this, good morning, good afternoon. It is afternoon actually, because it's 2:30 in the afternoon. And we're at Cambridge Station. Now, the reason I ended up in Cambridge is because I had to take my sister to Cambridge because she's going to a summer school there. So I thought, well, this is the perfect excuse to get myself to Norwich. So we are going to Norwich. We're going to do Waterbeach Station, which will wait for the 14:35 to Waterbeach. Then we're going to get a train to Ely. Then we're going to get a train to to March. And then at 1900 I'm getting a train from March direct to Norwich, staying in Norwich overnight, and then the next day, which will be on this video, won't be a part 1, part 2, which will be me going around, going to Sheringham, going to Great Yarmouth, going to Lowestoft, clearing some lines, and hopefully to try and get a ride on Class 37 locomotives. So that is what this video is going to be about today. It's going to be me filming some trains, then I'm going to be clearing some lines, and then going back home. Waterbeach Station is on the Bittern Line and 61 miles of one chain from London Liverpool Street and 63 miles and 29 chains from London King's Cross. The station lies between Cambridge and Ely, and the station is served by Great Northern, where a few Greater Anglia services stop in here in the peak. Further in the video you will see a Class 379 from Greater Anglia arriving at this station. The station was opened on the 30th of July 1845 by the Eastern Counties Railways, before being absorbed in the Great Eastern Railway and then the London North Eastern Railway. Before electrification, British rail services often did not stop at this station, or if they did stop it would have been unofficial, but since electrification of the line, virtually all the King's Lynn or Ely to London services stop here apart from 3 trains. We're in a waiting shelter at Waterbeach station, and it's hammering it down with rain. It's raining, which is interesting because usually we had this nice long hot summer, but I wouldn't mind a bit of rain out there, to be honest. It's still warm. It's like it's going to be in the 20s today, but it is raining. If you don't believe me, you can literally see the raindrops on this here, on this window of this waiting shelter. But yeah, so I haven't done Waterbeach station before, so this is a brand new station for me to fill trains at. It only accommodates 4 coaches though, because they'll cross in the middle. The only thing I don't like about it is when the level crossing is coming down, the trains are actually coming while the level crossing barriers are coming down. But other than that, it's not a bad station, to be honest. It is alright. We'll just have a quick look at Waterbeach if you'd like to come out in the rain. Mind you, you'll be sitting at home.
Can I have your attention, please? Please note.
Alright.
To ensure a timely
Just down these steps here.
train doors,
You can actually go down this ramp
30 seconds.
because this ramp actually takes you to the exit. So this is one of the few stations that you can actually go down the ramp because you could leave the station. Oh, it's really hammering it down now. It's staggered platform. There's one platform 1's there. We're on platform 2, and I'm actually going to the shelter now because it's really coming down. So after Waterbeach, we're going to Ely station. This station, also known in Michael Portillo's Great British Railway Journeys as the Crew of the Fens, is a busy station with trains running to Cambridge, Kings Lynn, Bergen New Street, Liverpool Line Street via Grantham, Nottingham, Sheffield and Manchester, and even has trains to London. The station was opened in 1845 by the Eastern Counties Railway at the time at a cost of £81,500. The station was modified in the early 1990s at the time of electrification taking place. North east of the station lies a bridge which the railway line passes over, the A412, but the height of the bridge is only 9 feet and is usually too low for a bridge over the A road, with limited headroom for high vehicles. High vehicles must use the level crossing next to the bridge. There's also been 7 accidents or incidents around this station. The first one happened on the 25th of August 1866, when a passenger train derailed nearly at Ely station due to a defective track, which one person was killed. And the latest was on the 14th of August 2017, when a freight train was derailed at Ely West Junction, the line between Ely and Peterborough being closed for 7 days. About 7 years later after my first visit to this station, we're at Ely station. Now we're at the north end of the station because there is some trains that come in to turn round, like the Norwich train. But we're here till 5:15, then we're going to get the cross country to March station. March Station opened in 1847 and was once a major junction for a number of lines. The Great Northern opened the line to Spalding, which opened in 1867, and bested jointly with the Great Eastern Railway in 1879. The St Ives branch and the Waltingham via Wisbech opened in 1848, but the Spalding line closed by British Rail in November 1982 and was completely lifted a few years later, while the St Ives branch was closed completely in March 1967 as a result of the beaching cuts, while the Wisbech line, also known as the Bramley line, closed all traffic in 2000, having lost its regular passenger service through to King's Lynn in September 1968, but however the trackwork remains intact. The station used to have 7 platforms, but only 2 platforms remain. The nearby Whitemore Marshalling Yard returned to use in 2004, having been disused since the early 1990s. We're at March station. This is our last station of the day before I go over to Norwich on the 1900. But it is a quite nice station. This is the first time I've ever done this. As you can see with the distance is March East single box. Let's see if I can try and get a good angle on it. There we go. There we go. There's the single box there, March East Junction. I've used this footbridge to get a couple of freight trays today, but the problem was there was two Freightliner 66s that did not go to plan. There is also, you can see it from here, but I might take it down a little bit. But there is a disused station of March. I've just got my ticket tomorrow at Anglia Plus Day Ranger. We're just there leaving Norwich Station, which is behind me. And I'm going to get something to eat. I think there's a KFC nearby, and I'm going to buy a hotel. But before we leave though, there's a shot of Norwich Station there. I'm now at the Travelodge at Norwich Central Riverside, which is where I'm staying the night. The next day I'll just get my plan out because it will be the next few clips going onwards actually. Is that, let's have a look here. Should I actually had this open before I started, to be honest. There we go. Got it. Got it. Right. So we're going to be we're going to be doing Brundall Station tomorrow. Then I'm going to Great Yarmouth to clear that section. Then back to Norwich. Then we're going to do Lowestoft to clear that section. Go to Ipswich. Then from Ipswich I'll go to Norwich. Norwich, then I'm going to be clearing the Sheringham line by Cromer. And then after that I'll go to Stowmarket, half an hour there, and then get a train back to London Liverpool Street. Now the only parts of this Anglia Plus Day Ranger that I'm not doing is that there's a line that curves off after Cambridge to go towards Norwich, I think. And then there's a line from Ely that does the same, like a triangle junction. Won't be able to get them two lines of that line down to Stowmarket done. I won't be able to do the Bittern Line branch between Great Yarmouth and Norwich. Well, Reedham and Great Yarmouth. And I won't be able to do the Felixstowe branch tomorrow. But other than that, we'll be doing the majority of it. So we'll be trying to come back to Norwich at a later point to do some of that. Today though, apart from the rain, it wasn't too bad, to be honest. Waterbeach was, well, in water because of the rain, but it was nice. Ely was good to go to again. March was a nice station, and that's it really. So I would say join us tomorrow, but the next clip will be the next days. So I'm going to try and find this KFC because I haven't found it yet. I know there's a KFC. I'll have a look anyway. Anyway, so the next clips are now going to be the 14th of March. Just now entering Norwich Station. Now our next part of our trip is a trip around the Anglia region, which we're going to do Sheringham by Cromer. We're going to do Brundall Station, and we're going to do Yarmouth and Great Yarmouth and Lowestoft. So our first train actually should be something special to take us to Brundall. Let's go find out. We're at Norwich Station now, even though that Class 321 is interesting to see here, because I've never seen a Class 321 at Norwich. It's not the train that I'm interested in. It's actually coming in now. Because that train that just arrived is my train to Brundall, which is the 0936 to Great Yarmouth. And I'm going to take a photo of this 37 and then jump on board. So we'll try to get on the other platform before the train leaves. Move it! Brundall station on the Wherry lines. This is the only station we actually are doing a full hour today at. Well, we're just probably a 4 hour and a bit. Because after this filming at this station, the next thing is to go to Great Yarmouth to clear that section, then come back to Norwich, then to Lowestoft to clear that section, and then clear Lowestoft to Ipswich. Then when I get back to Ipswich, I take a train back to Norwich, which I don't need to clear that section, because I've actually done that section already years ago. And when I get back to Norwich, I clear the section to Sheringham by Cromer and come back. Unfortunately, one of the Norfolk railways at Sheringham, I think it's the North Norfolk. No, it could be the Mid North. It's one of the Norfolk railways there. And I won't have time to clear that section because I think I only got 4 minutes at Sheringham before I had to turn back. But it would be nice to head back down there actually. I do need to head back to Sheringham for that line. So we will be getting the 37s, which are coming back about 9:36 I think. So like that anyway, before we leave for Great Yarmouth. Now this line does actually have signalling, 7/4 signals still, which if you have a look down here, you can have a look and you see the old 7/4 signals. They are due to be replaced, I think it's next year, 2019, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. We also have a manned level crossing here, the old fashioned level crossing gates. So there'll be a guy that comes out of this small cabin here, just before the footbridge, opens the gates, and then trains come through. And then once they come through, he closes the gates. Not automatic, like some are.
Brundall station is on the Wherry lines and is 5 miles and 60 chains down the line from Norwich. The station was opened on the 1st of May 1844 by the Yarmouth and Norwich Railway. The same day as the line from Norwich to Great Yarmouth by Euston and Bittern Arms was opened. The Yarmouth and Norwich Railway was combined with the Norwich and Brundall Railway to create Norfolk Railway, but was soon taken over by the Eastern Counties Railway and then the Great Eastern Railway. Brundall station became a Great Eastern station on the 7th of August 1862. A second station in Brundall opened by the London North Eastern Railway on the 1st of April 1924, named Brundall Gardens.
then I panicked right at the last minute. That was a bit of a rush.
We're now back at Norwich, and our next train is actually to Lowestoft, which is at 10:58. It says on that board there. Now unfortunately the 10:58 is on platform 4. My train, 156422, arrives on platform 4. So technically, the same unit here that I've got off from Brundall to Great Yarmouth, and now Great Yarmouth to Norwich, is taking me to Lowestoft. now made it to Lowestoft station. As you can see, the unit is just behind me there, which is 156422, which took me from Brundall to Great Yarmouth to Norwich, and Norwich to here. Now we will be leaving this train here, this unit here, because I'm waiting for the 1208 to Ipswich to clear the line from here to Ipswich. So we've got about half an hour to kill. This is actually my first time. I've actually been on a Great Anglia Class 170 DMU on a journey. We are going to Ipswich on this. This is 170-270. And I'm actually really liking these. These are better than ours on the chase line. Look at them. Look at them. They've got plugs. Oh, kid you not, they've got plugs. Can we swap the one with the West Midlands Railway 170-5s for these? But I'll tell you what though, these are absolutely the new Wells franchise has got a bargain. I don't know how they've done it, but when these finish on this line, these are being moved to the Heart of Wales line. So they're getting an upgrade from the 153s or 150 on that route. Anyway, we're going to leave at 1208 to Ipswich. now made it to Ipswich Station on the Great Eastern Main Line between Norwich and Liverpool Street. We will be travelling down this line later, but we are here to change trains to get back to Norwich. Once I get back to Norwich, then I get a train to Sheringham by Cromer. Also at Ipswich Station there is a freight liner yard which has some diesel loco stable there, which you can have a quick look before we get our train. 17272 is here.
The 3043 Greater Anglia service to London Street.
You can see 66526 there and 66, I think it's 529. Yeah, 529. There is a Greater Anglia 90 coming in now, so we'll go film this in before our train out.
The next train at platform 3 is the 1344 Greater Anglia service to Norwich. For Stowmarket, this is Norwich.
The 90 behind me is actually 19009, which is going to be pushing the Mark III coaches DTV to Norwich. What we just filmed coming in is actually leaving. We're actually leaving in a minute. And just film this leaving out of Ipswich Station. They're going to get a seat further north because we're actually in the first class section. I should not really be here, to be honest. But I went to the back just to see what the 90 was. Should be leaving now, actually. Yeah, we should be. Anyway, so there we go. Fill this out and then go take a seat. do not believe this. It's 156422 again. And I'm doing the Sheringham line, this one now. So I'm going to jump on in a minute, wait, everyone's getting off first. So we're going to jump on, do the Sheringham line, come back, get rid of this unit and go straight to Stowmarket. Well, the Heritage Rail is just across there, but we don't have time to do it, so go jump back on this one and go back to Norwich. We're at North Walsham station. We actually got a few minutes longer because there's a train coming to Sheringham that is running late. Unfortunately, I wanted to get off at Crow and get a video update there, but unfortunately it was busy and didn't. But we're heading back to Norwich now, and then we're going to get a train from Norwich to Stowmarket. So we're going to jump on board 156422 again and go back to Norwich. But before we do, just have a quick look around. And now make our way back on the train. Okay. Now I'm going to go by train to Stowmarket. Now this train on the right is the one to Stowmarket. This one on this side is half an hour later at 5:30 from Norwich, which is the one catching Stobart, I think, to go to Liverpool Street. So I've got a bad ticket for this switch on it. But I want to try and get a ride quickly on this 90 before I take that train back, if you get what I mean. Because I've got some time to kill, and I want to try and get a journey with a few more 90s in before we go. So I'm going to jump on this one now. Always close door behind you.
Ladies and gentlemen, shall be arriving into Ipswich. Please ensure you have all your personal belongings with you. when leaving the train on behalf of Greater Anglia and your train crew, thank you for travelling with us this afternoon. The next station stop is Ipswich. Shortly arriving into Colchester, change here services to Clacton, Walton on the Colchester Town and all intermediate stations to London Liverpool Street. On departure from Colchester, this service is non-stop to London Liverpool Street. The station stop is Colchester.
Now made it to Euston Station. I was thinking of filming on the underground today at Euston Square Station, but after this morning's thing at Westminster, I thought not to. So we're now just waiting for the 2046 to crew. We're now at London Euston Station. This unit right behind me here is 350-101. I think I just poked in the eye. You alright? Yeah, he's alright. Yeah, I just poked in the eye like that. This is the 2046 crew, sitting at platform 17. We're a 350/2 on the rear. And if I just go to my phone for a second, there we go, got it. Time now is only 8:07. So once again, while all the people waiting for this train on the concourse at Euston, I'm actually here waiting for it. I use open tide trains. The head coach is 1U99, and I know where it is before the egg one does, so I'm going to stand by that door, eat my dinner, well, tea, supper, whatever you want to call it, and we'll be off shortly to crew. I'm getting off at Euston Valley. Also noted in is the Caledonian Sleeper, which is sitting right here. Don't know what loco brought it in, but it's sitting there waiting for its journey to Formidable, Inverness and Aberdeen. We're now on the 2242 to Birmingham New Street, our last train of the evening before I head back home, which is only like a 3-minute journey, 1.1 mile, 25 chains. Today we went on the Wherry lines, did Brundall station, which was nice to do, but I got it in while I can because semaphore signals will be going soon. There is some upgrade work going to happen for signalling, and I can't remember when the date was. I don't know if it's this year, next year or the year after, but it's somewhere around there. Then after that I went to Great Yarmouth, on 156422, and then I took it back to Norwich. But to be honest, that was actually a planned move because it's only an hourly service to Great Yarmouth, with the odd train going by Burnley Arms. So that was planned to do 2 journeys on the same unit. But then I found out when I got back to Norwich, the Lowestoft train was on the same platform. So we took that, stopped at Alton. But I can't remember the station name, but there was only one station it stopped at, and that was 3 minutes for Lowestoft station. I think it's Alton Broad North or something like that anyway. Then we got off. That unit actually did depart Lowestoft, but I didn't film it. And the one that arrived I didn't film either because I was too busy looking at Lowestoft. But yeah, so we took the 170, 170, 270 to Ipswich, which was a good roughly hour and a half actually. Then I took a train back to Norwich, which was a class 90. When I got back to Norwich, guess what pulled in again? 156422, taking me to Sheringham and back by a chroma. So for 5 journeys with 156422 today, I've actually done, believe it or not, 100 miles with it in one day. That has been stalked more times than 17631, which I see that 2 or 3 times a day, but this was 5 times a day. And probably a month's worth of 17502, which I always seem to bash regularly, at least a good 3 or 4 times a month. So anyway, so then we went back to Norwich. Then I went to Stowmarket, had a chat with 2 people that there. I actually did get their names, so I don't think so. If they're watching this, I do apologise, but to be honest though, there was actually about probably half a dozen people I met today saying, I've seen you post on Twitter, you're like YouTubers, Simon Trains. But yeah, so thank you for saying hello today. Sorry I didn't get your names. I think one was class 37 Thrash on YouTube, I'm not too sure, I actually did forgot, sorry, which I do apologise. But then I went back to Liverpool Street, caught the underground to Euston Square, and then the train back here. So actually today's events with the bashing of the Wherry lines and the Bittern Line didn't actually go too well because I had the same unit over again. Anyway, but it was alright, it was a good experience. It's £12 for the day with a rail card, so it's actually a good price for the ticket. So I'm going to end this now. You know my Facebook page, Simon Trains Rail Journeys, Twitter, Simon Trains, Instagram, Simon Trains. I like it. If you got this far, thank you for watching this show. The next one will be uploaded each Sunday. So the next show should be up Sunday if I have done one before then, because I don't know what the next show is, to be honest. But when it goes up, you should know about it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you when the next show goes up on YouTube.